If you were traveling in this area during this time frame and you have video recording equipment active in your vehicle, please review your footage and contact us if you have any information about this vehicle or any information related to this investigation.
Authorities launch a manhunt for suspects who allegedly fired shots into another vehicle on Interstate 95, injuring 2 people. Lieutenant George Harrigan of the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office.
On October 17th at approximately 11:20, deputies were dispatched to a shooting incident on Interstate 95 in the area of the 327 mile marker southbound lanes. Unknown suspects in a red passenger vehicle approached the victim's vehicle and opened fire. The male driver, the victim, was struck and crashed into a center guardrail, and a female who was also in the vehicle sustained glass break injuries. Both were transported to area hospitals. The suspect vehicle continued southbound and has not been located at this time.
So far, a motive for the shooting has not been revealed, as this is an active investigation.
You can call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-277-8477. You may be eligible for a $5,000 reward, or you can contact SJSO Direct at 904-824-8304. If you observe this vehicle, please do not approach and call 911.
The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office shared a picture of a vehicle reportedly linked to the shooting. You can view the photograph on Beach 1055's Facebook page. This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
We don't really get to tell that story too often.
What St. Augustine Beach Mayor Don Zamora is hinting at, now you get to know too. Liz Ryan has the story.
It's about City Government Week and spotlighting projects that are underway and how your tax money is being used. Mayor Zamora says that many of the capital improvement projects are related to beach access.
One is a parking lot that's in front of Jack's Barbecue. It's a big dirt lot right now. Every time it rains, it's a swimming pool over there. So we're going to clean that up. That will look a lot like the improved parking lot right across the street from it, which is pavers and got a restroom there.
Another focus is beach walkovers.
Several beach walkovers that have been built. There were, I think, 4 or 5 built last year. We've got another 4 or 5 being built this coming year. And then maintaining the boardwalks, like the Ocean Hammock Park boardwalk that needs a little bit of work on the handrails. So we're going to maintain that one as well.
A big portion of the honey-do list is drainage, which isn't very exciting, but
when it's your house that you can't get to because the road is flooded, or you see the water creeping up when we've got a storm event like we just had last week, drainage becomes really important really quickly. So we've got several drainage projects that are ongoing.
The city got over the big hurdle of getting the stormwater drainage plan done.
We can start identifying projects moving forward on that. You hear a lot about sea level rise, and you hear every time there's a full moon or a nor'easter, you hear about localized flooding. So we're just trying to stay ahead of it.
You can see a full list of the current projects, as well as the fiscal year 24 budget on the city website. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
Progress is being made in removing and preserving an old boat found during construction in St. Augustine.
They found actually most of the vessel, so I think we're missing part of the stern of the vessel, so the back of the vessel, but most of it was actually preserved from the bow back. And then included in that was most of what would have been the deck of the ship, so the planking. Looks like the boat had a mast. We didn't get that.
Dr. Ian Pond, Culture Research Coordinator for FDOT, says they also found some interesting artifacts that provide clues on how old the vessel may be.
We've got some coins. One coin is a shield nickel that's dated to 1869. But a lot of the coins right now, they're going to have to go to the lab to take some of the corrosion off them to see what we've actually got there. Also a few shoes. These are leather shoes. And we have a left and a right, which is unique in its own way because, first of all, leather usually doesn't preserve that well that long, but given the conditions of the site, it stayed pretty intact. And then the left and the right pairing of shoes like that was something that started to occur in the 19th century. So kind of a weird quirk that helps us date when the vessel was from. There was also part of an oil lamp. There were quite a few iron nails, wooden pegs and such that may not have been part of the boat, but might have been part of the equipment from the boat, perhaps.
Those artifacts will be sent to the Search Lab in Jacksonville for preservation, while wood from the ship will go to the Maritime Museum in St. Augustine. Where they'll live permanently remains to be seen.
Once we find a good home for the vessel, say we've got somewhere we can display the vessel, it'd be ideal to display those artifacts with it as well.
With St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Amy Sherry.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.